to see like Vincent van Gogh's 400th most famous painting because we're pretty low down the totem pole. I mean, like smaller, like more community-oriented galleries that just have like local artists that do exhibitions at them. Can you just show up to that? Is that what they're there for? Are they there so that people just show up and then go like, hey, this art is cool? Is the artist going to be there? Because I don't really want the artist to be there. Because then you could end up with like an Oscar and Pam type situation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be talking to Gil and say something like, why it's hotel art. And then all of a sudden somebody over there is having like they're having an existential crisis because they've dedicated their life to this or something like that. Also, if I go, and I'm not saying that they would expect me to walk in and like save their lives or anything like that, but are they gonna expect me to purchase the art, or are they just gonna expect me to look at it? Like if I have a conversation with the artist and I go, that's really cool, are they gonna be in the back of their head, are they gonna be like, please buy this? Or are they gonna be like, it's not for sale because it's priceless to me? It could be either. Damn, I'm not sure I'm ready for this, man. Just buy it if you like it. Well, I'm not going to buy something the first time I go to the gallery, because how do I even know if I like it? You know what I mean? I could buy something that looked pretty cool. Then all of a sudden I go to the next artist exhibition and I'm like, what? All this shit clears the last one. I think I got to at least go to like maybe 20 exhibitions before I even buy one piece of art. Because I'm like, how else would I even know, man? You ever see art before? I've seen drawings. What's up, YouTube bot? It's Directive 8020. New game in the Dark Pictures anthology. Although I have read that it's not really, it doesn't really have as much of the bookkeeper. I'm trying to avoid saying the librarian to avoid confusion, but you know, the page master, whatever the guy, the Andy Serkis guy with the shaved sides, Peaky Blinders getup, doesn't have as much about him in the game because it doesn't fit with the science fiction aesthetic. Wasn't really a problem when we were doing the game with Will Poulter and the Witches or something like that. The Archivist. The Archivist. Anyway, we're going to embark on our own single-player story here. Always a good day when a new Supermassive game comes out. But can I also say, it's crazy to me, the release schedule on these is crazy to me. Sometimes there will be like 2 of these that come out in 1 month. And then I feel like it's been at least a year and a half, 2 years since the last one. It might have been 4 years since since House of Sand. Like when did House of Sand come out? I feel like I was not even in this office. Select difficulty, forgiving, challenging. Real-time threats are deadly, but can be fought off with defensive parries. Critical button presses can appear without warning. Stay alert. Real-time threats are lethal with reduced opportunities for defensive parries. Critical button presses are fast and brutal. So I'm going to say something. I play these games as cinematic analogs. I don't really want it to be so lethal that I have to be focused 100% of the time. Because here's the thing. If I make a choice and a character dies, that's the game. That's why you play the game. If I'm doing a stealth section and a character dies because of like a game mechanic where a ghost spotted me when I stepped into the light, I'm going to be like, that just deprived me of being able to see where this character could have died when I made a wrong choice later. So I think we'll go on custom. New story. I want to explore the story as I go, or I want to live and die as my decisions. By my decisions, I should say. Unlimited use of turning points lets you rewind and correct your mistakes. Well, here's the thing. I don't really... here's what I'm going to say. I'm the type of guy who's not going to rewind unless something goes... Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, I made the choice and they died as a result of the choice, let's rewind it. But again, if I just get bitten by a monster in like a stealth section and then that character's done forever, I think we should be able to go back on that. Basically, I'm saying I don't trust the devs because I read the press release that said this is more of a game and less of like a Telltale style narrative game, because they issued, and I don't know how much of it is salesmanship, but they issued a statement that was basically like there's shooting sections and like horror game sections now where you can die, so be careful.
To the stars for a new home. Only one held promise, Tau Ceti F. Our objective? Survey the planet from orbit to prepare for the arrival of our sister ship.
So chat, I will turn on subtitles.
Andromeda.
The problem is I'm worried about hitting escape and it's skipping the opening scene instead of putting us in a settings menu.
Or so we thought.
Nostromo ass shot, wearing your influences on your sleeves, Dan O'Bannon. Star Wars Episode 1, A New Hope. How droll, Niles. Whole lot of Verbeek in this game, man. With musical, don't say with musical guests, because that shit got me thinking about Bobby Moynihan. It's got me thinking about Bobby Moynihan every single time. I know you can hear the voice in your head. Bobby Moynihan. How I sleep knowing I'm 4900 elo in Counter-Strike 2. Wait, I saw Dan. I don't know if you could see the picture. The guy in these games who always looks like Dan is confirmed in this. I just saw him on the Polaroid. All right, well, this, you know, wait, hang on one second. I'll violate my settings menu suggestion for this for sure. We want to see audio and language. Streamer mode on, even though I'm sure that the non-licensed music probably sucks. No disrespect. Maybe it'll be Mishima by Philip Glass. I don't know. Subtitles on, closed captions. Why not, man? Video, yes, man. Video game sounds. That's what I'm talking about. This really changed the vibe. Spider-Man music. I'm gonna say it. I think white is in a losing position in that game. King and 2 pawns loses to King Knight and 7 pawns. Oh no, he's not long for this world. The humble Canadian bonsai enthusiast. He's gonna say he's from Vancouver.
Sims?
Nah, bro, this is Directive 8020.
What was that?
It has to be alarming when you hit something in space.
Are you not remotely alarmed?
Not yet. Are you?
It sounded like a hull impact.
She literally said, I don't care, do you?
Chances are pretty low.
Low, but not zero.
I like this as representation, though. They got a real Canadian voice actor.
One time
you are never going to live down.
Breach detected. Deck 2.
That's not good.
Complex.
Port side. This deck.
Yeah,
The whole area's been locked down
port
and
side.
sealed.
That's right.
Should we wake the others?
We're only 72 hours from orbit. Let's stick to procedure and take a look ourselves.
Should we consult the
It's
oracle?
the type of local reporter the CBC News be throwing to. Let's speak to the computer or fix it ourselves. Well, listen, let's see. We got the machines for a reason, man. Use the mouse to make your decision.
You're right. It would be smart to get further data before taking action.
Roundabout way of saying good idea, Sims, but I'll take it. Okay, lead the way.
It's 80-20. Can't we just go here and be like, computer, what's the problem? Also, it might be 6,000 years in the future, but you can't separate a Saskatchewan native from their bunny hug, man.
You really think you've got a chance?
I've got a master plan.
Stalemate. Carter and Sims played chess to pass the long years away from home. I'm telling you, this is not, or maybe it is a stalemate, bro. I guess I can't read the board at this jaunty little angle. This is the one time in human history the magnetic chess set has actually been useful. You aren't playing that shit on row 32J, because I've been there. But it could be worse. Do you ever have like the travel edition of like Monopoly, where you try to there's like the little holes in the board, and then you got the peg on the piece that you can make? There's no way that's happening on Via Rail, bro. It's not gonna happen. Deck of cards on a Greyhound bus, maybe, maybe.
Oh, poor Bonnie.
Bonnie McBonsai face. Thomas Carter bookmarked files. Daddy in space. Wait. They love to do this cheeky little like, hey, it's a kid's drawing, but also this is everything that's going to happen in the story, bro. They love to do it. Okay. Boring ass room. You wouldn't make it on the Nebuchadnezzar.
We're doing the right thing, right?
This is why we have emergency procedures.
You sure you're okay?
You sure you're okay?
I'm fine. It's just... now's the perfect time for things to go wrong.
Lucky we're here to make sure they don't then, eh?
You always know the right thing to say.
After you? After me. I don't like that they made A, which is EH, into hey, but you know what? I'll take the Canadian representation where I could get it. All I need is like one reference to the National Hockey League. Be like, oh, this breach is worse than what happened to fucking Dan Vladar during the Canes series last week, 8,000 years ago, right? She is saying, give me some space, okay. Understandable. But Vladar, he actually played pretty well, man. He actually played all right. The Canes are just a bit of a wagon. Gonna be ashamed to see them lose in the conference finals for like the 9th year in a row. Or maybe they'll win the cup. You guys think Rod Brendamore is kind of like the Canadian Mike Vrabel? Real gym rat? Lunch pail type guy? Little bit? I didn't say anything else. Aim at blur, and then use blur to activate.
I like this song so much.
Oh man, honestly, having known some people who were, let's just say, like astrophysics adjacent, aeronautical engineering adjacent, their musical tastes really could be described as like royalty-free elevator music. To be honest with you, that to me it seems like streamer mode is literally like more authentic. The Cetus mission. Sure, man. I'm not worried about all that, to be honest with you. You might think I'm kind of playing like I want to see everything in the game. I'm trying to figure out where to go.
We're committed to unprecedented investments in the advancement of space travel and terraforming
So out of breath,
technology.
man.
The Cassiopeia will be the first manned exoplanetary survey mission with our ultimate goal
Skip
being
ad.
colony transfer.
Skip ad. And then it's Denzel Washington flight scene 6 of 7 from youtube.com/coolmovies. I said, God help me. Because I drank it. Open the door with your utility strap. Indicates you will not be able to return to this area. Hold left mouse button to proceed. Okay, well, first off, in that case, we may as well explore more, because you never know, bro. What hope does one woman have against the anger of the gods? A truly humanizing retelling of the tragic story of Queen Cassiopeia. Now I'm playing it like Hitman. Book with no author? Well, it's written by generative AI, which means in many ways, we all have a hand in having written the book. Wait, this could be awesome? Vertical washing machine? I never even thought about it, man. Maybe because I have no idea how to build a washing machine now that I think about it. Or really how they work at all, besides, you know, in so much as I press a button and it turns on.
Do you always have to leave your crap floating around?
Okay, the small crap you can moan at me about. But if something's gravity plates have failed, that's not on me. Don't worry. I'll clean up before we wake Williams.
Wait, I have buttons I can press, man. Objective leave. That's huge! You can press the Q button to be reminded of what you have to do today? And then Witcher vision. Okay. That could keep me on task, man. Why are they so aggro at each other? You've seen sci-fi movies. You gotta say something like, sorry. You know how I get after hypersleep. Or some shit like that. You know what the cryo sleep chambers do to me.
Lockdown lifted.
Remember, that was us in summer 2021 for a couple weeks.
Knight to E2. Check.
King to B1.
Knight follows. Check.
Bro, literally resign. You just have a king. You have a king versus 4 pawns, king, knight, and bishop. I can't imagine that this is silent if you turn streamer mode off.
Carter.
Good evening, Oracle. I would like a full situation report.
A meteorite has penetrated my outer hull, puncturing through to the maintenance facilities on Deck 4.
It's like every accent at once.
I have disabled systems across the ship to conserve power and isolate damage.
Can you deal with this, which is basically your entire reason for existing?
Can you deal with this, Oracle?
Automated repairs have failed. Damage containment is now my priority.
When were you going to tell us this?
I'm telling you now, Sims.
Churlish ass
Is our
AI.
mission at risk?
My life support systems are intact, but I advise a systems reboot to provide an accurate damage
Oh man, if I'm on the spaceship, I ain't turning it on and off again.
Wouldn't that make it harder for us to deal with the breach?
I don't know, Sims, but without a reboot, further damage could
So
occur.
they programmed the robot to be so sarcastic, man. So delay the reboot. We gotta talk about this a little
Delay
more.
the reboot.
Like why
Repairing the breach
give
is
this
our immediate priority.
sassy ass robot,
problem at a
man? You're
time.
supposed to just be a tool to
Understood.
help us. Well, if that's what you want.
Come on.
By the way, I'm putting lingering ass sign. Oh, I forgot they always do this thing. I forget every single time. We will never see these characters again. This is the the chapter before the chapter, the prologue, where you go, hey, I'm really starting to get attached to these characters, and then they both die, and then we're on a spaceship that is like encounters this spaceship.
Should we fix it?
Because there's a distress signal in deep space. Should we go look for it, or should we continue with our original mission? But can I say something? I'm betting the house the robot is actually good. They're playing with the trope that the robot always goes haywire. I'm betting that the robot actually has our best interest in mind.
Must have been a power surge.
Guy who thinks he's smart because he always bets on the opposite of the obvious trope. Investigate the hull breach. Oh, how he didn't play for Team Canada and chose to play for Team USA instead of the 1998 World Cup of Hockey. Sorry, Thomas, I took your line. You would not survive Pretty Little Liars. Is that the Reese Witherspoon one? Is that the one that she's in? It's her and her Bored Ape and her CryptoPunk. That's Big Little Lies. Which one's Pretty Little Liars?
The whole area is on lockdown. We're not getting through here.
This is me trying to go to London Drugs in summer 2020.
Yeah. The lockdown should be hardwired to a nearby terminal. Open your scanner, see what comes up. Can you see the live wire?
Uh-huh.
Follow it through to the terminal.
Okay, bossy. Waiting in line for the grocery store type shit. When the line stretches from the self-checkout all the way to the ice cream, but then you realize it's only 4 people, they're just 6 feet apart from one another. By the way, we had to do what we had to do. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm literally probably more vaxxed than the average person in chat before you start putting that evil on me. I'm not saying it was bad that we were dealing with incomplete information. We didn't know what we didn't know back then. Hey, chill.
What do you see?
That's a spatchcock chicken from America's Test Kitchen.
Beauty.
What about this?
A dude with an 8-pack. That's a dude with an 8-pack.
Fortress.
And this?
That's literally where Morpheus explains what the Matrix is to
I
Neo.
see.
It was us who scorched the sky.
History in the making.
Secrets of the universe.
I see whatever we want it
That's
to be.
literally just Tokyo, bro.
Corinth, where humanity comes first.
Or sometimes not at all. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't know it was your turn.
Christ!
Breached area ahead.
Is it? What's going on here then? No power, I'm afraid. Is it bad if I have Austin Powers in my Letterboxd top 4? It literally makes you, like, perhaps to a fault, but makes you perhaps the most honest and least performative Letterboxd user of all time.
Me again. Thought I'd say hi while I wait for the latest patch to download. It's weird. We've received 3 systems updates from Earth in the past 24 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
They're encrypted, so I can't work out what they're all for.
Like, why the fuck does Audible need to
Why do
update,
we
bro?
need so many patches?
You just play an
What's going
audio
on?
file. Like, you don't need the update.
I know you'll be shaking your head at me, but you're retired. I only have Carter here to keep me sane now. As my mother, you have to support me, quirks and all. I guess I should go and install this. Love you, Mum.
Send money. She's saying send money. Why is the video 5 FPS? Well, because this is like a big corporation. They have a contract with Microsoft Teams. They're not able to just use video calling through Discord. They have like there's like mandatory minimums and stuff like that. Also, actually, I had an update to Audible like 2 days ago. First update in Audible history that actually did something. Because, and I don't, listen, if anybody here works for Audible, I believe that you know how to fix the problem, but there are structures in place on the corporate level that stop you from pushing them, okay? I push play, all right? on an audiobook, and then I go custom timer, 2 hours. When I set the timer, the sleep timer for 2 hours, it pauses the audio. Why would you ever want that? It doesn't make sense that you would ever be like, I'm turning on my audiobook, let me have my sleep timer go on, and then have to hit play again. But the last update made it so that when you hit play and then you hit the sleep timer, it doesn't pause. I appreciate that. Just in time, because I canceled my subscription like 3 days ago, but it doesn't run out for another week and a half or something like that.
Looks like it penetrated through there.
I think it's bad when this happens to your spaceship, personally. You listen to an audiobook for a quarter of your sleep? Nah, like the AirPod falls out of my ear like 3 seconds into stage 1 of sleep. But it does still just keep like talking about the secrets of the Renaissance world into the air, just into the open air. Find the hull breach on the ship's cameras. It's not there, man. Okay, it's here. Yeah. There's the hull breach, bro. That's the one.
There it is.
It's the hole in the top of the ship.
Looks like the breach webbing hasn't fired.
Figures.
Did you hear what sounded like a little demon walking on
Looks
metal
like
or something like
the only way
that?
to override the sealing system now is from outside the hull.
The hull hole, yes. We're living in a hull hole. Gotta get out of this hull hole.
What would Stafford say?
Never forget why you started. Would you look at that?
Matthew Stafford, veneer merchant?
Gets me every time.
Come on, Galileo.
We've earned a little holiday, haven't we?
Yeah, you're right. You're probably saying some shit like Blue 22. Blue 22. I can't really be mad. I guess it's about as fast as you can walk in space.
Your move, right?
Why is there no secondary
Keen to
safety
see one.
system? Budget cuts. We can't fix the whole spaceship tonight because budget cuts. You know what I'm talking about?
You know, I'm trying so hard not to fall over that I feel like I actually might
How you
fall
walk
over.
when you're
Please,
drunk in front of
don't
your
do that.
parents.
Don't
Yeah.
even say that.
Still thinking it. We should probably check the FTL antenna.
Roger that. Console's just here.
Boys in their video games.
Looks good to me. Optical terminal is intact. Transmission speed is dipped.
Our
Should
Wi-Fi!
course correct soon.
This is what they want the
Run some
pilot to do
diagnostics
when
just
the
to be sure.
in-flight Wi-Fi stops working.
Let me just check the message logs.
Hey, baby. We missed you already. And we wanted to tell you how proud of you we both are. What you're doing is... I know you had second thoughts, but... it's the right thing.
It's the right thing to be
The future is all that matters
3
to us
trillion
now.
light years away from your family.
The future with you. Good luck among the stars.
Good luck, Daddy.
Good luck.
How many times have you watched that one?
I lost count last Christmas.
We're expecting a new batch in a few days, when the rest of the crew wakes up. We've waited long enough.
Antenna's fully functional. That's good news for the mission.
Can you imagine Stafford's face if we woke up to mission failure?
I can imagine his
I'm
smile.
not angry, just disappointed.
Oh, man.
Listen. Listen. Don't. Listen. All right. Can I? She's got a certain Martin Short type quality. Don't say. I'm just saying.
Now's not the time to take in the scenery.
You think she looks like me? She just takes after her mother.
Impact must have boiled the water and caused a rupture.
Doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, there's a hole in the spaceship.
If we fix the sealant system, it should fix that too.
Good point.
I'm sorry, like,
Let's keep moving.
I guess I've never been an astronaut, but a big fucking hole in the spaceship seems like that's kind of like an all hands on deck type situation to me. It looks really bad. Thank you for validating me. I mean, there's fucking sparks coming out of it.
We're nearly there.
You know what? I guess I will say, you'd rather this happen to your spaceship than to your airplane. Because if this happens to your airplane, you are fucked, buddy. This happens to your spaceship. I mean, like, sure, some shit's probably getting in, some shit's getting out, but like, it's not like you're gonna crash. What are you gonna crash into? There's nothing around.
What a mess.
Understatement of the year.
You just said it. You just said it didn't look that bad.
What is that?
That's a
Coolant,
fish, bro.
maybe? Could have leaked during the impact.
Could have squirted a little. Spaceships do that when they're under distress.
The override ports are right there.
Looks like they're about to play Kerplunk.
That did the job. Can we go home now?
Agreed. Back to the airlock. End of an era, huh?
Huh? And the start of a new one.
And the start of a new one.
Aren't you excited to see our future home?
Yeah. I just wish we could see it up close. Like boots on the ground close.
We're blazing the trail, man. It all starts with us.
Well, it's taken long enough to get here. Gotta be worth something.
Stop moping. Live in the moment, like me. Each day, one step at a time.
You always see the bright side.
You always find a way to see the bright side.
Mum taught me that. You can't always control what happens, but you can control how you react to it. I can control the muscles in my face, so I use them to smile.
It's hard to, though. Sometimes.
And that's why I try to focus on the now.
Like, have you been numbed from the
past isn't
dentist
worth
or
wasting a
something?
frown on.
The past guides us to the future. But what really matters most is us. Right here, right now. Fixing
That is
this
the
ship
only
and
place
making
I
history.
wanna be.
Loving this energy, Carter.
He is. We need to get him inside before you crash
They'll
out.
relegate us to coffee making, G2.
You're not supposed to have an existential crisis on the spacewalk. You're supposed to dissociate to get the task done, and then have your existential crash out, like in your own quarters in 0G.
And they wake up refreshed, like these 4 years meant nothing.
God, I'm older than Cernan now.
You know,
I got more
he once
growing
told me
pains
this.
than Maggie.
Sims!
Who's smiling now?
Use your thruster! Now! Sims! Hit it!
Ew, she's farting! Ew!
Catch me, catch me!
I'm so ready for my first QTE. Told you. Always
Okay.
living in the moment.
We're okay.
sorry.
No. I'm just glad. I thought... Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I jumped. I jumped. Quirky. I love her. She's so crazy. Literally the worst possible death, flying into space. Nope. Flying into space with no YouTube. How about that? Nutty Putty Cave would be worse. I would rather fly off into space than be stuck in Nutty Putty Cave. Turning points map out major story beats, and also she could have lived. She could have just ambiently floated to the planet we were going to anyway, and then she could have been standing there on the surface going like, "What took you so long?" She could have already built like a fucking, you know, like cafe or something like that. She'd be drinking like a matcha latte. What took you so long? Map out major story beats. Rewind to previously unlocked turning points to switch story paths. You can also use turning points to track secrets. This is a turning point. If you want to try another, if you want to kill her, if you want to see what it would look like if she died, you could go back. That's all right. We're chill.
Should we tell Earth?
Okay, wait. I wouldn't normally pause, but that's fucking funny. You think in like 3,000 years they're going to dig up Nutty Putty Cave and be like, a person of great honor was entombed here? This must have been an important ceremony.
We can handle this.
Didn't they blow it up with like a grenade or something? Didn't they throw a grenade down there so nobody else could ever get stuck in Nutty Putty Cave? I'm sorry, what does 0 of 44 skulls mean? Is that good? Is that good or bad?
Do we at least wake Cernan?
We stick to protocol. Run diagnostics first, then we can decide what to do after that.
Oh, shit.
Sure.
Years of work on that bonsai.
Bro, your spaceship has 2 fucking holes in
Only
it.
one branch. I'm sure we can fix it.
You don't know much about horticulture, do you?
Hear me out. Remember when I was reading
Fracture and repair, and there was that chapter on.
Kintsugi. Oh, yes. I remember.
Bro,
Right.
be an
Why not
active
apply it
listener.
here?
At least let her
Take
finish her
what's broken
sentence.
and-
Honor its faults. Highlight them even.
That's wonderful. Except, I'm pretty sure Kintsugi is for pottery, not plants.
You can still apply the mindset. Celebrate.
Damn.
Sims?
He said clear comms.
Are you okay? Sims?
Civilization? Pirates? When we're talking Sid Meier, you might as well handle the whole oeuvre. Crew complex? I mean, not so far. Not so far. They seem a little one-dimensional, to be honest with you. Find Sims. Well, first place I would probably look, maybe the glowing blue chevron on my heads-up display.
Sims? Is that you?
Child's laughter almost never a good thing on a spaceship.
Sims, that is not funny. I don't appreciate the joke. Sims?
Nah, man, she hasn't been posture maxing. I'd probably ask if she's okay.
Sims?
She is doing the
you
Michael
okay?
Jackson. She's gonna turn around and be like,
talk to me. I know it's been tough for you out here, but I thought you were past this. I'm here for you.
Never forget why.
Just going to go wake Dr. Cooper.
Damn, she got the fucking legendary mace, bro. She got loot. I'm weak to electrical damage. Last time I'm taking my ass to Fuel Junction. Sounds like she dropped something down the stairs. Does have a certain David Schwimmer type quality to it.
It's hard to let go. Earth is the only home we've known. But the truth is, our home is dying.
I don't want to hurt you.
We need to let go. And ask, what if? What if life is not as we know it? What if it's better?
Oh, she's camping me.
Corinth, where humanity...
It's like trying to avoid seeing your mom on the day you get your report card.
My mum is dead. Everyone is dead.
Did she hear me? Don't say she's gonna molly the box. She's gonna turn around. Turn around!
I've forgotten it all. I've forgotten everything.
Beep. Damn, she kind of sucks, huh? She's like a moth.
We're all gonna die out here.
Low FOV.
Hi, man. I don't want to hurt you.
She's talking like Prince on Purple Rain.
Carter, I'm scared.
Okay, I actually did get a little bit scared there. Can anyone recap the story for me? Our spaceship blew 2 holes in it and she's sus. We're the only 2 people on it. Also, we're both about to die, one way or the other. And then everyone's gonna wake up from cryo sleep and be like, what happened here? Is she an imposter? She might be an imposter, but she's clearing herself. Which I'm told is not a reliable way to know who's sus and who's not. She did tasks. She literally did not do. I did all the tasks. She did none tasks.
We're all gonna die out here.
She keeps saying that. But she's the one with the damn +2 to lightning damage mace, bro.
Man, I don't want to hurt you.
Like it's literally shooting sparks off the walls.
My mum
Crew quarters, bro. Like, I mean, the way this game's going, I'm more concerned about crew's holes. What the fuck?
Scheduled systems reboot initiated. Please stand by.
No, this is the worst time possible for a Windows update. Use the bonsai. Grab the bonsai and hit her over the head.
48 hours from flight crew wake up. Something's wrong with Sims. I don't know. She attacked me. Oh God! She's trying to kill me. We were repairing an impact to the hull. We separated to repair different areas of the ship, but then...
She's doing more damage to me than a fucking farmer's rep from Tim's. Now this is normally where we would see the archivist walking through the halls while Imagine Dragons plays.
It's only when we come face
He forgot to hit send. So annoying, you know, the whole group chat is just like they see his face with like ... next to it. And they're like, it's been fucking hours, man. What the fuck are you typing in there? War and Peace? Little Star. End of episode 1. Little Star. I know Big Star, man. September Girls. That 70s show theme song.